name is Lawlor. I'm 26 years old. I'm a software developer, or in other words, I'm a programmer. I develop mobile apps and websites using code. I've also got my own small business where I do exactly that. People come to me with an idea for an app or a website. I then take that idea and turn it into reality using code. I really enjoy doing this. I also really enjoy the aspect of having my own business and running that. But let me focus on being an app developer and how I got there. Back in primary school, if anybody asked me what I wanted to be when I was older, I would say I wanted to be an inventor. When I came home from school at night, I would occasionally build things out of cardboard boxes, anything I could find. And these could be like building little robots or contraptions. And I would take these things into school the next day and show my classmates. My teacher would ask me to take these things around to other classes and demonstrate what I built. I really like doing this, not just demonstrating what I built, but also building it and turning an idea into life. When I got to high school, I got interested in computers, and I quickly realised that I was able to build websites, having ideas, building websites, and putting them out online, and anybody in the world could access them, and that fascinated me. And I'd done that, I made websites, and then when I got to the end of high school, I started getting interested in art and architecture. So I was interested in two things. Number one was computers, building websites. The second one was architecture. And I was stuck at a crossroads. Do I pursue a career being an architect, or do I pursue a career in the computing space? I believe technology is the future, and I believed then that it was the future. And I also wanted to start a business one day. And I figured that by learning how to use technology and build things online, it would put me in good stead no matter what I chose to do in the future. And also by going into like programming and developing, I was able to fulfill the need to design. So I can design interfaces, I can design websites, for example, but I can also build the websites using code. So I was able to combine those two aspects, those two passions of being creative, but also being like a kind of, I guess, inventor, if you want to call it that. And that's what I done. I went for computer science. It was a 4-year course, and it wasn't until the 4th year at university that I really started to learn about mobile apps and how to make apps, because the subject that I chose was so broad. Like computer science, there's so much to learn about computers. It's not just about making apps. So if I was to give my past self advice, it would be to perhaps specialise in a specific subject as opposed to doing a course that's so broad. Even if, potentially going to college instead of university, if there was a course that was more suited for what I was going to do. But by doing computer science, I was still presented the opportunity to work for an app development company when I graduated, and I learned more working at that company than I did at university. Not because university you don't learn, it's because when you're out in the industry and you're working on one thing day to day, you're working on your skill set day in, day out, you learn quicker. And I learned so much in that year and a half at that job. I was then able to use those skills that I learned and that knowledge to do that in my own business and create that business that I always wanted to create, fulfilling every aspect of what I wanted to do. And going back to my primary school self, wanting to be an inventor, I was able to actually achieve the childhood dream of doing that in a way, because I'm building things and I'm putting them out there for people to see. So if I was to give a piece of advice, would be, don't feel like you need to go to university or college to learn. The internet has so much free content out there, so much free information, YouTube tutorials. Type in anything in YouTube and I'm sure there'll be a tutorial on how to do it, how to develop an app, how to build a website, how to design a logo on Photoshop. The possibilities are endless. If you know you want to do something and you want to learn about it, then the internet is a great place to start learning and take advantage of that free information. So I hope this was valuable in some way, and I hope you have a great career and good luck.